by as well there to give us the latest from Durban there. Ayanda, how are you doing?
Yeah, very good afternoon to you, Arabile, and good afternoon once again to our viewers at home. It is starting to get rather busy here at the results operating centres. More and more of the political party representatives are starting to make their way here. As I said, about 5 hours from now, the voting stations should close. But because of those delays that were experienced across the province of KwaZulu-Natal that we've been reporting on, Arabile, what the IEC has said is that those people that are still in the queue at 9 o'clock when the cutoff time comes, they will still be able to get a chance to vote. So people must be in the queue at 9 o'clock or by 9 o'clock, and they will still be able to cast their votes. And this, of course, is to try and deal with those delays that morning. As you know, that from around 12 o'clock today, we still had about 100 or so voting stations where there was disruptions and voting started late. We're still waiting for the status update on those 4 stations that were still closed at around 2 p.m. This afternoon, but we will be catching up with the IEC just to get a latest update from them shortly. But as I said, the focus is now coming back here to the Results Operating Centre. A record 31 parties are contesting this election here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, and so we're already starting to see some of the anxiety from the members who are out here anxiously awaiting 9 o'clock and for when those results will start to come through. And just to speak a little bit about this and this record number of political parties contesting, I'm joined by Precious Lugayeni, a political analyst. We've just been speaking, you've been interacting with some of the political parties that are here. A record number, 31 this time, contesting in the province of KwaZulu-Natal.
Yep, we have the highest number of the parties contesting KwaZulu-Natal. But I think the reason for that is because there are many dynamics. Now, one, there's a change in the political landscape. Dissatisfaction with one or the other party gives the new parties hope that they may get something. But in this province mainly, the issue of the NFP is a serious one for me, because we don't know what is going to happen now to the NFP, now that some of the members of the NFP have gone back to the ANC. And since Mama Kwazam Sibi became ill and could not participate fully in the party, there was very little done to grow the party. And in 2016, they did not participate in local government elections. There may be some disillusionment there, and those people may come and vote for the new parties. But also, you will recall that no party wins an election because it is voted for by its own members. There will be people who are not members of a party but vote for it. So there are always people out there who are up for grabs. So the new parties that have joined the list this year may see an opportunity for themselves in that space.
And you're just saying, I mean, traditionally in KwaZulu-Natal, it was the ANC, the IFP, and the Democratic Alliance. This time, and this time around, just speaking to some of the smaller parties, they're rather confident. They're saying they've had good campaigns in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, and they're quite optimistic about their prospects.
They should be optimistic about their prospect. If you take a party like the EFF, for example, in July 2013, they had about 1,000 members when Julius Malema gave that report in Gauteng. But in the elections, they got more than 1 million voters. So the smaller parties should be confident that they will get something from the bigger parties. But that remains to be seen. Some will get and others will not. But in my view, I think there are those that will actually get a little bit from the bigger parties.
Traditionally, looking at the history of KwaZulu-Natal insofar as violence as well, we had no-go areas, still picking up tensions even now of intolerance in certain parts of the province. But there's been a lot of voter education. Do you feel that the fact that there is now political maturity, that it has opened up that space for other parties to be able to comfortably come into KwaZulu-Natal and also join the political arena?
I think in in that area we have done well as KwaZulu-Natal because there's no political intolerance between parties. If we see anything like conflict, it is intra-party. Right. It's not between parties. We have seen a lot of political maturity. We have seen all political parties going through the breadth and the length of KwaZulu-Natal campaigning. There was no political party that was stopped.
All right, Precious Lukayeni, thanks so much for your time. I know you'll continue with us as we await the final hours of this election, and then it'll be interesting to find out as the results come through. We're going to leave it there for now, and back to you, Arabile.